Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. The Jazara Law. A whole new world lies ahead, and it's not a rebranding of the old world, but a complete reset of reality. The truth will shock many, but it will free all. Let me explain. Most of our money was fake. Backed by nothing. Printed into oblivion. Controlled by a cartel of unelected bankers. You were born into this fiat debt slave system, designed to keep you compliant.
Government money, which is fiat currency, which is the dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the yuan, fake. And everybody's working hard for it. It's like eating fake food or drinking fake water. That's why people are getting sick financially.
The news? Fake. Mockingbird media. CIA programs and billion-dollar agendas, masked as journalism. They didn't report the news, they programmed society.
Unfortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias, and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely.
So for those of you that recently woke up and you're like, what is Operation Mockingbird? Operation Mockingbird was a CIA program created during the 1940s during the Cold War to control the narrative. So the CIA hired major news outlets and journalists. They planted stories and they had them push the same propaganda at the same exact time, just like you saw in the last clip. Rule of thumb, whatever they accuse the other people of doing is what they're actually guilty of. That's how you read between the lines and decode the matrix.
Our food? Poisoned. Seed oils. GMOs. Synthetic meat. Cancers and chronic disease skyrocketed. And they told you, it was your fault.
Finally, someone said it.
We've got into the habit of buying junk fast foods that have no actual food in them. We buy gallons of poisonous household cleaners when one degradable soft soap will do. We are poisoning our homes and wasting our hard-earned money for no good reason. Why? Because the advertising industry tells us to. They just want you to buy stuff. For example, if a company pollutes the environment or uses bad business practices, if you don't buy their stuff, they will change. If you don't want food with chemicals or GMOs in it, then don't buy it. The minute we start taking responsibility and spending our money wisely, every politician, every corporation, and leader around the world is going to know that we have woken up.
Your vote? It didn't count. It gave you the illusion of choice, while the puppet masters pulled the strings behind both sides. Democracy without transparency is theater. The reasons we went to war? Fake. All major wars were bankers' wars. Engineered crises to profit from both sides, while sacrificing the people. Blood money has always been their currency.
There's a basic New World Order, an Illuminati, if you will, which is primarily run by the Rothschild family. The Rothschilds financed Stalin and the takeover of Russia, the Bolshevik Revolution, 1917. They have financed the French Revolution. They financed World War II. They financed Hitler, and they were financing the U.S. So they believe in order out of chaos. You fund both sides of a war, and whichever side wins, you got their vote. Because you're their paymaster. You've given them their money. You control their financial supply, which means you can control the government. Okay? And you profit no matter what. Right. And also what happens is that the war stimulates the economy, so you get much more infrastructure and much more buildings coming out of it. That's why, for example, Ford Motor Company was building tank plants in Germany, which is why Hitler's Wehrmacht had the tanks. It was from Ford. When American bombers bombed Ford's tank plants in Germany, Ford personally repaid Hitler so he could rebuild the tank plants faster. Boeing actually was shipping, this has been documented, was shipping passenger airliners to South America, which were then sent to Africa, where they ripped the seats out and turned them into Hitler's bomber fleet. That was Boeing. These are American corporations. The whole idea of these big wars is a joke.
The world stage was never what it seemed. Some of the people we thought were dead are alive, and some of the ones paraded around today? Gone, long ago. What if you got to hear their side of the story? What if the greatest stories ever told haven't even been told yet? This is a global white hat military operation. Not just to free the US, but to free planet Earth from the Rothschild banking dynasty, and their satanic grip on humanity. A system built on manipulation, war, debt, and control, is collapsing. And in its place, rises a new framework, a decentralized, trustless, instant value exchange system. Enter, XRP, the digital bridge asset. Neutral. Instant. Trustful. Engineered to move value across borders, without middlemen, bankers, or hidden fees. And it's not alone. Other ISO 20022 compliant assets are forming the foundation of a new, fair financial system. One that honors truth, transparency, and time. You're not just witnessing financial reform, we're witnessing the birth of the Jetson Age. The dawn of a new era, a future so advanced we'll look back at today, the way we once looked at horse and buggy days. Tesla technology. Zero-point energy. Cures. Suppressed patents. All hidden from you to keep you dependent until now. This isn't just a transition. It's a liberation. From lies. From control. From debt. The chains are being shattered in real time. Soon you'll realize, you weren't just born to work, pay bills and die. You were born to live in abundance, spiritually, financially, and creatively. A new world is coming. Not just cleaner. Not just freer. But truthful. And truth will be the foundation of everything that follows. The Great Awakening is real. And it's only just beginning. Hold the line. Have faith. And never forget, this isn't just about saving America.
They tried to cancel us. We lost our jobs. We lost our friends. We lost our family. We got called conspiracy theorists. But then we realized that we're not alone. Others were also seeing what we were seeing, that we weren't crazy. We started to speak up, one by one. We showed others that it was okay to speak the truth. We stopped being afraid. We made new friends. We found a new purpose. Many of us realized what was happening. Many of us have gone through our own dark night in the past few years. This dark night existed and helped us shed our false parts of ourselves and return to our true self. Many of us have gone through a rebirth process lately. America and many other countries in the world are also going through a rebirth process. It has a purpose. The night is always darkest before dawn. And instead of your great reset, we are having a great awakening.
All this to eliminate the following corruption. South Africa has one of the least competition-friendly economies in the world, with onerous regulations making it one of the most challenging countries in which to do business. At the core for this is the ANC's, Black Economic Employment, BEE, to give 30% of your company to blacks with land expropriation without compensation. Insane Marxist policies, President Trump, the World Bank and the IMF is exposing. No investor with a sound mind will open a business, or buy property in South Africa. Show us some love, by liking our videos, and leave us a short comment, on your thoughts. Thank you.